Good day everyone, I'm Guzman Jan Julius O, PSBA 4A, the reporter for today. Now, I will going to discuss a study methodology. To approach the purpose of this study, to explore the structure and utility of the competency list generated by Sullivan and his colleagues. The following methodology was applied. First, the items were reviewed by the authors for use in a survey format. The items were screened for vocabulary, jargon, clarity assumptions, and bias. Emery, 1980, Sudman and Bradman, 1983. In particular, several items were double-barred and had to be split in two or more questions. For example, one of the origin items in the list was identify the formal and informal power in the client organization in order to gain further commitment and mobilize people in the common direction. This item was broke up into several items, including identify formal power and confirm commitment of resources. Second, the questionnaire was designed. The survey was organized in two sections similar to the most recent version of the OD competencies and roughly paralleled the action research process. The survey contained 9 sections. The first two sections, marketing and startup, roughly correspond to the entry and contracting phase of the general plan change model. The marketing section contained 18 items, and startup section contained 13 items. The third section was titled Diagnosis and Feedback and contained 23 items. The Action Intervention Planning section contained 16 items. The fifth section, Intervention, contained 17 items. The next two sections, Evaluation and Adoption, contained 13 and 19 items respectively and correspond to the evaluation and institutionalization process of plan change. The eighth section was titled by Separation and contained 5 items. The final section presented 37 items, the heading of other competencies, and represented a list of new items suggested by experts and other contributors to Sullivan's list of competencies. Respondents were asked whether the competency was essential to success in OD today, and if so, the importance of the item to successful OD practice. Third, survey was placed on the web and invitation to complete the survey were sent out to OD professionals. This occurred in variety of formal and informal ways. For example, personal invitations were made during national and international presentations by the authors. The National OD Network invited people through its website homepage, and an announcement and invitation were included in several issues of the OD Institute's monthly newsletter. Fourth, descriptive statistics were calculated for each item. Then the analysis proceeded along two parallel tracks. The first track was an analysis of the items within a section of a survey, and the second track was analysis of all the items together. And these are the sample of Table 5.1 sample demographic. As a part of this process, items that did not correlate with other items in the section were identified. That is, a factor analysis includes information about items that either do not correlate well with other items or that are too generic and therefore correlate with too many items to be useful. For example, the item build trusting relationships in the marketing section, while no doubt important, was consistently a part of almost every cluster and therefore provided little discriminating information. We hope the data presented here can improve the efficiency of any future study. A complete output of this analysis is available from the authors. That's all. Thank you for listening and watching. Stay safe, everyone.